lie to my face. People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up in it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. And I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. Be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Call an audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Miami Dolphins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Product, Corey Grant. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Ballage.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On the double.
Mike, he's coming. Check in. Arnie. Shift.
Greystone travel. Hit it.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Grant. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
That one good for 33 and a 1st. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. 2 excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finish things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Back. Look at me. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Grant. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught by Antonio Brown. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
18 more yards. That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Go out. Get it.
They'll set up a throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Brought in over the middle by Grant. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all state quarterbacks, receivers.
Accelerating, and off he goes. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That kickoff return. ...104 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Tight end's right.
Hey, Alpha.
4 down, go.
Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw is Darnold. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 21-3 is your score after 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check 52. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Mike 1. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get it.
This is Grant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Whip. Watch the whip. So Mike's number 1. I got it. Mike, man, 80. Silver.
Now Darnold. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Watch one. Danny.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
4th down.
So Mike's number 1. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Mike 1. Lady. Smooth. Here we go. Runs the mic. Watch it down.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey, 4 down.
22 jet bomber. Hit it.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Yeah, baby.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
But how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you've got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
Let's go. 24 is the mic.
He'll look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the plate. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. On 3rd down, it's Grant. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Corey Grant with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. Now the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right.
Bravo.
Hey, we got
Deep rip.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Parker, the intended target. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, young lady. Watch one. Walk. You.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you're right in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball,
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. Down the numbers. There he goes. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
On the ready.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and that'll bring up second down.
30 base. Fair.
Watch the twins.
Hey, exit.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Rock it.
Alert 3. 36.
Go.
We got it.
Get it.
Second and 10. He's going to air one out. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Out. Sponge. No. Yep. Towards the mic. Watch QB drop. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Josh Allen, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Mike, one. I got one. Double tight. 3 down.
49, check 49.
Young lady. Hey, seam 6.
Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. Watch the pass. Here we go. So Mike's number 1.
Red 80.
Target. Mike 1.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They go back to Grant. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a 1 yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Alert blow, alert blow, alert blow.
Now they snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Here's Darnold. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll stay on the ground. Mirage again. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He'll return it from the 6. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go. One's the mic. Ready? Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check, check. Ready? Check, check, check.
On first down, Grant. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Watch the edge.
They will run with Grant. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
We're going to sign. Nice number 1. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Big edge, big edge, big edge. 180. Watch 20.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
No. Me. Hey, Zoo.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. is going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Hard. Switch. Kill. Turn. Big grip.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on, set.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Ringo.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Dancing to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So Mike's number 1, Mike. Hey, orbit. You better bring it. Mike 1. He can't hang. He's not going to get that.
3rd and long. It's Darnold. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He was looking for Parker that time.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
What's up? Here we go. Runs the mic. Watch one. Watch one. You must be dreaming. Red 80. So Mike's number one. I'm here all day.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. This is caught. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Watch one. Hey, watch a slant. Hey, Echo. Watch a slant. So Mike's number one. Come to one. Red 80. We want it.
Back to throw, Darnold. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
90 Wolf. Shoot.
And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it.
Break. 45 to Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
General West.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bucs, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.